All right. Hello. Does it even work? Hello. I could see it's barely detecting my mic, which is crazy. That's just gonna. I'm not gonna scream. That's not what I'm gonna do. Um, so you could see moving boxes just moved recently. These are gonna stay here forever. I'm not moving. It's a bit snowy outside. It's like 20 degrees, and it is so hot up here. It's got to be 80 degrees or more with all the heat rising in this attic space. I want to see how loud I am because it's very quiet. It's showing on the mic thingy. That sounds good. Um, so with these, I never get these boxes. I remember I would very, very rarely get these boxes. I've also got some. I'm not going to show it because I'd spill it. I've got some pretty mediocre tea. I cooled off. Been getting into tea more. I've been doing more Where's George recently, and I know my channel's got some videos related to Ohio on it. I've got probably 50 to 100 videos in the backlog. It's just I have done nothing with it. But I opened one box up because, that's what I did back in the day. I'd always want to check for enders, and I saw one somewhere here. There it goes. Don't know how good quality it'll be. Probably not, but it says 194 on it. So it's Ender from the 40s. Really, really excited to be back into this. Brings back good memories. My bank's a credit union, so they have these coin machines, which is the reason I went with them. And it is so hot in here. That is ridiculous. Not a sauna level, but it's something like that. I'm actually going to open the window despite it being like 20 degrees outside, or maybe 25. It warmed up a little. There we go. Should be bearable now. But yeah, inspect to verify 50 rolls. Really excited with it. With my bank being one where they, it's where you deposit coins into coin machines. It wasn't really that easy to get coins with all the COVID crap. It was so much of, oh no, we can't handle them unless you've got a business account. I remember back in the day thinking, I'd like to open a business called Sam's Coins LLC, post zero profit. I don't know how businesses work, but I think it'd be a cool idea just to get coins for that. I don't know. It was such a stupid thing with COVID. Showed you the interests of the banks. It's they've got to make money too. It's not for hobby, right? What can you do? So I think I'll start off with this one. I'll leave the one I opened where there's a guaranteed ender at the end. I know it's going to be less weeks and all that as time goes on. I actually forgot how to open these. It's the way they're sealed. I don't know. I don't think I'll get a good shot of it anyways. It won't be I don't think the camera's good enough. I don't like this computer at all. The camera sucks. Everything about it sucks. But I want to go back to the old classics of lo-fi, just chill. Actually, I'm going to play it on this computer rather than because I did not charge my phone well at all. Hope that shows up. If not, oh well, I've spent almost 5 minutes just yapping. I wanted to get nickel boxes, but you know, The thing about it compared to doing Where's George and circulating bills, it's a lot less heavy. I'll go to a gas station, ask for a $20 bill for my ones that are stamped. And I think that's a bit too low. Yeah, I'll ask for like a $20 bill or some tens for my ones. I got rid of like 60 of those the other day. Quick check for enders. On this side, there aren't. I'm not going to flip it over to look through them, but that brings back such good memories. It really does. Now, I could go by column or by row. I always get them confused, so I'm going to shut up about that. But I'm going to go vertically down in bits of 10 since I don't know columns versus rows. I'm a bit not the most wordological person. When I saw these, the way they were, I was super duper happy they weren't the brand new ones. I've heard about nickels where if you get the brand new ones, it might actually be worth something. I'm talking 2024s because the Mint made so few of them. Um, just because, lack of cash with that COVID crap also too, but just the value of them. Um, herd or inflation, it's going to happen regardless. But, a nickel isn't what it used to be worth. So let's get this first one open. And go from there. This one has very little copper in it. I doubt it'll be anything that delivers. Yeah, with me moving out again, I live, 20 minutes to the nearest city, 10, 20 minutes. In Ohio here, a city is a place with 5,000 or more people, except for college students and people that are incarcerated. So, yeah, it is a distance, but I'm really enjoying it because I have not been a fan of the city life. I should have grabbed a cardboard box too. Those I have plenty of with this move. Plenty, plenty, plenty. Yeah, I'm gonna get a light on. This is not too good. And a cardboard box too, may as well. Boom. Got a box. I remember a post on Reddit. I saw somebody commented they were probably 5 or 6 years ago, I made this document showing casing the mintages of pennies, and someone was like, that saved a lot of time. Did you do it for anything else? And no, I didn't. But it was pretty cool seeing I helped somebody, X years later. That's what's cool about Reddit. The search feature is awful. It's pretty atrocious. But if you search, X question on Google, there will be somebody on Reddit that had that same question 10 years ago. I remember in college it was super duper helpful when people helped out with that. Just because study groups aren't always available. But yeah, I don't have the money to get a bunch of nickel boxes right now, but man, the Buffalo nickels, those were fun. A lot of zincs in these, which is expected, to be honest. It really is. That's fun. I forgot that happens. Here's an odd one at least. It's not going to show up on the camera, is it? That's crazy. It's got this, not patina, just pink paint on it. That looks quirky. What's another thing I wanted to talk about? Yeah, my boss. So there's a birthday party somebody planned for 30 people, 330. Um, the day before the party, which is absolutely crazy. Um, I was the only cook scheduled for it, but boss let it go ahead because it's a lot of money for it just being the day before. She's like, I'm scheduled 6 to 11 today. She said I could come in at any time because of how busy it is. And, I'll probably go in a couple hours early, but, I'm not coming in like now. I said, no way. I've wanted to do this for so long. In regards to the mintage stuff, I know Wikipedia, they've had tables where it says, oh, here's some mintage here, but it would include proof, and trying to sort it was a pain in the butt. So yeah, mine from 5, 6, even 7 years ago works strong still. 69D, I think that's the oldest so far, or 1960 Philly. Well, here's something. That isn't, you can see from the front, it is such ugly condition, but it is an 09 at least. I don't know how I'm going to do it. You can see it's an 09. That's what matters. It's something. It is something. Let me actually see. My mouse is going to die on me. That's cool. There we go. Got to hit it a few times like crisp. I'm not going to continue. Nickel mintage 2024. Yeah, As of October, 23 had 692 million P, 734,000 Denver. 24 is just 36 million P and 32 million Denver. So I'll be saving every single one of those I find, even in crappy condition. And that is both of them October 28th, 24. TBA for the proof only San Francisco's or to be announced. It's a zinc that dropped on the ground. I've thought about it if you want to make a concentrated form of quinrel hunting for pennies, like almost like it's pay dirt. Um, I know you could set up an eddy current. Uh, you could sort out the copper ones from the just copper plated. I thought that's cool. Kind of takes the fun out of it more, but I remember when I was years younger, contacted a guy on Craigslist who said he was interested in buying the copper pennies, and, and he just bailed out. If someone was buying them, I'd start saving them again. I saw someone in Michigan that was selling them, but no one wants to buy them because it's just waiting on them if the government's gonna make it so you can melt them or not. To actually make a profit on them with all the ingredients needed for melting them, you need like a semi truck to turn a profit. Woo! Hold on, let me go through the rest of this first. The wheat is on the showing up first. I'm guessing it's from the 50s. 1949. We're on the board on our ninth roll, by the way. Geez, I put so much ice into you could. I don't know. There's some particles in there. You can see I used this cheap. It was so cheap. This tea, it was ground up. Wasn't the real nice kind of tea. Here's something, a 24D. Again with the move, it's actually I don't know if they made it low print run for pennies this year. Cool, it doesn't say. That's crazy. Okay. 2024. Like 400 million from Denver, 400 million from PA. Um, it's nothing. It would be good for penny binder. Again, it's modern. It's really not something I care about, but it is cool to see. gonna get a 5 out this time, and it's just they're not staying all pretty in the box because 'cause they're falling over. Let's put that down again. I know it's, whoops. That almost looks like a Wii. It's a 67, and it is just super worn. Oh, hello. Good, how about yourself? Uh-huh. GFS? Sorry, I'm not from the areas that, oh, Gordon, okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Is there a size to the pizza cheese? Yes. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. All right, so, speaking of Where's George, I get a bunch of bills out today because I've gotta get a bunch of, cheese, like 60 to $80 worth of cheese. I've got all these women cooking me, you don't even know me. It's my boss and my mom, um, but I can pretend I'm a playa, I'm a pimp. The 59D, those are always unfortunate. So close, it's so far from a Wheatie. I feel like the, background noise with the, cars, just the automobiles in general, semis, trucks, other I feel like that's louder than my voice, but you know what? We're just gonna roll with it. That's all I can do. After I return them, I might order, 2 nickel boxes. I'd love to do that. I think I went through, like, 20 nickel boxes. I'd have to search through the, past videos. I'm not sure how many, but it's quite a few. And I'm guessing they have to order from the feds or whatever because they don't get coin wrapped rolls. They go through the coin machine. If you do coin roll hunting, I would absolutely recommend a credit union near you. Just cut down on the fees, get rid of all that Coinstar crap, and just have fun. Yeah, line on that one. Look at the coloring on this '64 Lincoln. Dropping everything. Had to adjust the box so I could just put them in. They'll still fall on the floor. Absolutely will. And out of there, that's another 5 down. Sounded like one didn't make it in. I don't care about it. Oh, it's a penny. It's just the fact it's on the floor somewhere, and I'd like it to be clean. So it's not what I want to happen. Just all falling over. I'm gonna make this floor be clean. So these are rolls 16 to 20. Why not? I'll get them all out at the same time. Not the same time, but I'm going through them at the same time. Oh, I actually already see a find here. Do I do that? It's a Canadian. Um, Those were my books. Yep. Cool. Forgot my antiquity books or antique books, rather. Looks like an older Canadian there, but we'll see. At least it's one find out of these 5 rolls. I don't think it's King George old, but it's I'll set that off to the side. Yeah. Older Queen portrait, 1973. Gonna show this off, not for a long time, but briefly. It's a real old Lorna 65. Anyways, that was all that was in it. I'm thinking about the time I got rolls from Huntington in my hometown, pre-COVID and all, and it was a customer wrapped roll, and it had like 20 old Canadian cents. I'm talking like from the 20s old Canadian. And I was telling the teller about it, and she said, "Oh, we can't take them back." And I was saying, "Oh no, I'm happy with them. I'm a collector." That was a really crazy roll. I'm not sure if it had wheats in it actually. No, they're 24D. Yeah, this tea's pretty bitter. Not gonna lie. It's not a keeper, just it's got some patina on it. Show up on not really big here. Eh, not showing up well. Just trust me, bro. Quite a few coppers in here from the 60s, 70s, but no Wheaties. I remember doing that when I was younger. Messy, but it's fun. Had to ring the tower too. I'm gonna be honest, I lost count because this box is just falling over. That was 25. Okay. Here's 30, or 26 through 30. I remember I've gone through halves twice. I think they were both skunks. And $500 is quite a lot to leave around. Here's two stuck together. Um, it's just something I've got to take back to the bank pretty soon when I do halves. When I did halves. And now that it's gotten more popular and more time's gone on for them to be just pulled out of circulation, I know it's even harder. But I've told my banks, hey, if you see any old halves, I'm always here. Which is always fun. In Ike dollars, I know TikTok. I mean, even without it, they would have been more people would have gone after them. But I know that was like here's a great way to get money. So I know they're a lot less. At least from what I've heard about TikTok, I don't actually use it. I'm not a fan of the. Well, I'm not going to get into politics, but I think you could get where I'm going at from that. This security. I'm just going to leave it at that. 1959D, unfortunate. It almost looks a bit less than 50. I think I'm just going crazy. Okay, there's something. Log cabin. It's actually in pretty good shape. It's always nice. It's a Philadelphia. It's in nice shape except for those black spots. I don't know what they're from, but that pretty nice condition. All right. 31 to 40. This is going to be a dud. I'm almost positive. maybe in '09, but that's about it. There's a 17p, which is cool, but it's just it's nothing. The dropped penny was an '04 Philadelphia. Tell this one's been through a washer. Up there, rolling, they're rolling. I forgot if it was one or two times that I found an Indian head penny, and that's something I really should know, but I know it was at least once. I know it's dumb for me to forget, but a lot has happened. A lot has happened. That's just super duper crusty. It's not even a copper. Dropped coin was a 93 in absolutely atrocious shape. Well, now we don't know what roll any fines will be from, but it's 31 through 40. So there's a range at least. I may as well show this off. It's got an interesting patina. at the top left of Lincoln's head. Not sure how well it shows up on camera, but it's interesting looking. Well, we got a Wheatie. It's a nothing cool besides a Wheatie. Um, 1953. Nothing special. I don't know what the average box is now because I remember getting 10 wheats a box, but time's gonna make that number shrink. Get pulled from circulation, and of course, there's more pennies being created. I thought that was an '09. It's a 19. You know what? Speaking of coins, what's silver at now? Because I know it's been a been real something good. It's still above 30. I've wanted to sell it off, but it's a big thing that's really bad about being autistic is the hoarding. um, that's my kind, and it's I've put so much love into that um, collection of silver I've got, but at the end of the day, it would pay off so much, and it's quite a bit of debt. Not all of it, because damn, it is some bad debt, but it could pay off some, quite a bit, a good fortune of it, good portion. Talking low four figures with how silver is right now. So very low four figures, but four figures nonetheless. It's something. These are the last 10 rolls of this box. I went to this I've still dang, I've there's still so much I've got to do. I've got to find these old pennies. I bought 10 of them for $2 each as a bulk deal for so $20 for 10 pennies. Great deal, right? Some of them, it was a key date for one of them. It was at this, not Renfest. It was in Rainersburg, Ohio, which is a ghost. It doesn't have its own post office. It's got none of that. It's just it's got some township buildings, but it's used for this fair twice a year. Um, Flea market. That's what I'm looking for. And I went once. It's like 3+ hours away by highway, and it is. I went with my grandma, and I was eyeing these coins, and I was like, I've got to bring my book next time, and see what it is, see what I like, because I know some of these I've got to be missing. So I went back the next day because it's only 3 days long, and 3 hours there, 3 hours back. Um, and it was yeah, I got them. I've still got to fill them in and just write down where I got them. I like to do that. I haven't done it in the past because it's mainly been CRH, but I think I've bought a couple. Yeah, I did buy a couple for the collection. I just don't know which ones they are. It's really cool finding them CRH. I what's dumb, I do not know where my '09 I found. I think 2020 is. It's MA, which is that was before the move, um, which is really annoying. Woo! There's a wheat. We're gonna save that off to the side. It looks in good condition. I'm guessing 50s or 40s again, but it was a real solid guess to make when they made so many then. Um, just in the commits in. It's worn, but it's not like a really nice condition one. Should have bought a trash bag here for all the wrappers. I forgot. I used to be able to just take them to the trash can. This is upstairs. I've got to navigate through it, and it'll take a moment to get back up here. I know it sounds lazy, but it's all the convenience. And I'll get to that lady in a moment, I promise. Gotta get another box. This box has seen better days. It came a minute ago before I ripped it up to obscure the address. Unfortunately, I might just have to do a second box today and just leave the other two for another day. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. That is just so many zincs. Unfortunate. Let's do this. This is the third week. Yeah, 1951, Philadelphia. So these are rolls 48, 49, and 50. All right. Let's see if there's anything for these. Another 24D, but just mentioning it just because nothing worth keeping. Nada. So we ended off with two 2009s, one Canadian, and three wheats. Crack this one open. See if there's any there's see how this will go. That looks cool. Oh hey. 194 with a D. That's it. So I'm gonna save this roll for the end. 5 and 10. Look at this. This did not go in well. I just made dead. Yeah, I don't have too much time after this stream. I've got to stamp bills. Where's George go shopping? Main reason, even though I'm not on the clock, I get my bills out. That's what I really want. The yeah, I'm gonna make myself some nice fancy green tea after this. Because this is pretty bitter. It's got some good caffeine in it. And that's about all I can say about it. I mean, it's kind of complementing Folgers It's like, oh, it gives me that buzz of caffeine, but it's not for enjoyment per se. Or you may like Folgers, and that's okay. It's just something that you know I don't. Shiny corn. Oh wait, really shiny. Would have been nicer if it was just a year later. Not a keeper. Just looks really weird for 1978. It's not showing up on camera. It's just the depth of it. It looks like it's been circulated so much, maybe been through a washer or two. So the first three were duds. Let's open three at a time. Actually, if I remember how to do it, opening it this way. I never did because although it was satisfying to have them come out, it was just not worth it. Woo! Maybe that's the reason it transformed them into wheat. See two Wheaties, wheat side up. See a 69 also. That's pretty good. That's two-thirds of the last box in just one roll. Um, oh, I said I was going to do three at the same time, right? I lied. Maybe after this, I'll do three at a time. Got 58 and the 50, 58D and the 56D, which is their Wheaties. Come on. Eh, nothing pretty, but now we'll do three at a time. Why not? Let's do six at a time. Let's do all of these. Oh, there's a Wheatie here, wheat side. Up. So we've already got more than the last one because there's two here. You're thinking, well, there's three in the last one. Yes, so three, that ties it. And then there's this ender, which I'll save for the end. What condition is it in, actually? Yeah, let's look at it now. It's another 56 Denver. There's another Wheatie in pretty bad shape, but look at that in a moment. All of them have been wheat ears up. Interesting. This is really red. 2013. That's what was making the sound. Listen. Got a 1984 Canadian penny, literally 1984. You could see its octagonal edges, which is pretty cool. Thinking about it, it was at least two Indian head pennies, I believe. Because I remembered one time I searched through the extras, my grandma had missed one of the Indian head pennies, and I would have sent it back to the bank if I hadn't checked it after her. But that was off stream, and I know I had one recorded on camera. Many moons ago. This Wheatie is an idea. I don't even want to bother doing it. Be careful what you wish for, right? Sweat. Yeah, 356Ds and then a 58D. Ah, 1959D. First 10 rolls having four wheats, even though they're not good years, it's still pretty good nowadays, I'd say. I remember, I mean, at the lowest, I think I was able to buy silver dimes for $1 at shows, which was, prices were so different. Is that it is a 05, not an '09. I think that's funny. I remember spending $100 on stock silver when it was like 13 an ounce, and I can't find the website for it. I know it'd be not 300, but it'd be like 250 now. $250 just sitting somewhere, which is oh, the 2001 Canadian. I want to say that's zinc, but I'm not sure. I thought that was 97 to 2000, but could be. I thought this was something. Look at all those holes. Quite a lot of damage. Nothing there. I just wanna open a bunch of rolls here. Some patina on it. Alright. One more. This is the 20th, I believe. Okay. I wanna show this because I thought it said 1936D. It's a 1976D, and, actually, if I look it up, I don't even know if I don't think they made D 1936, which is, it just looked like it because there was damage on the 7. They did make it 40,000,000 for 1936, but, it's besides the point. It's not. Wah, wah. I I knew it was gonna be something because that versus it sounded different. This is a 1996 Canadian. There's a wheat. It's got some wear on it, but on the right ear, but the left one's looks good. All the wheats I've found have been wheat side up. I think they are paid actors. Watch it be another 56D, another 59D. All right. It's so what the heck is that? I'm gonna look for a VDB at the bottom. The reason why is okay, camera's not gonna show it justice, but look, that looks like something from the 40s or 50s, right? Let me try to show you the date. It's completely flat. Feel, looks like 35, but 39. I think it is from the 30s though, but here. That's what the buffalo nickels are for, being this slick, not these. Yeah, it looks 35 or 39. And the reason I say that, I can't see the 19, but it does look like a 3, and it does look like a 5 or a 9. So I found an old wheat on the. It's just a condition on the back. I mean, it's worn, but not as. I feel like it's not as worn as I'd expect it to be. I don't know. Closest coin shop to me is an hour away in my hometown, and I doubt they could even find the date. Unless it was a 33D or a 31D or 31S or a 30S or just 32 anything, 33. Um, let's see, 39D would be something, but in that condition, no, absolutely not. Though I work 40 minutes away, it's in the opposite direction. Um, so my hometown is still 40 minutes away rather than being an hour away. Really unfortunate because 30s are rather hard to find because the Great Depression. Um, It's so weird though, because this side is just fine, and then it's just whoop. It's not even wear in the slightest. That's probably the find of all the boxes with how weird it is. The wear is super uneven, only on the obverse. Another 59D, man. I know I've found more 59Ds, or maybe the same amount as I have wheats in general. Didn't see that one that rolled to the side. Yeah, some funky gunky on it. I don't like what I said. Ignore funky gun. Ugh. I do think. I mean, it is in one of the boxes over there. I might put it in a seal just because it's odd. It's interesting. The flips, the paper flips with the plastic, like saran wrap, see through. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't see anything yet. That was heavy. There's quite a bit of copper in that. Doesn't mean anything though, unfortunately. But it's just more likely that we'll find a Wheatie after that. I think that's roll 30. Don't know. Lincoln got a crimped here, top and the bottom. Interesting. What time is it? It's nearly, yeah, after this box, I'll be doing the other two tomorrow. Or actually, yeah, two, three, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Gonna open 10 rolls at once. At least it will be ended off on a Wheatie from the 40s. The dropped one's a 2015. I knew it was 2000s because I saw the bat, the field. All right, let's dig in. I didn't see anything off the rip, so these all could be duds. We'll see. That's what sounded odd. There we go. It's a worn Canadian 1976. It's a fourth Canadian. Oh, there's a Wheatie. Worn on the top, not the sides. Again, it's from the wheat side. The reverse on the top because they're paid actor coins. I haven't seen a single one today that I saw the year on first. And yes, I've been checking them. Does make me think, oh, did I miss one? But no, it's just been out. Looking at that one, I thought it was an 090. It was an 03 that was worn to the point I thought it was a 9. That's interesting. This one has a cross on it. I've seen them stamped out, but like this, I don't recall seeing it before. So I'll be keeping that one off to the side. Yep. This one was actually reverse side up. First '09 of the box. It's an '09 Philadelphia. There's where I put the wheat penny. Okay, I panicked for a moment. I was like, I just had it. Finally found a Wheatie, oh, an '09 too. This is just a Philadelphia. We found all 4 variants of the '09 this stream. I need you sooner than 4, please. Who do you think I am? We have 2 huge parties today, one at 6 and at 8. That is not my problem. I live 40 minutes away from work. I am not answering that until I get this box done. Okay? I am not a good employee. So, we've got a 1948 Denver, and the back is looking, eh, about average for where I'd see. Somebody's gonna think I'm rude for saying that. I was scheduled for 6 p.m. today, and I'm willing to come in at 4, so I don't want to hear it. I'm pretty generous, and just weren't given enough notice for this party, and we took it because it paid a lot because it was such short notice. I'm still in my pajamas, mind you, so that's not happening. For me having to shop too, then shower, get changed, everything. 4's good. I'll say that to my boss too. I don't care. I'm under no obligation. I could come in at 6 if I wanted to. That's how I was scheduled. Uh, thought I dropped an extra one. Apparently, I did not. And this wheat penny. So I think I found 10 wheats. So that was the first one, obverse side. It's a 56D. That's crazy. Another one. All right, last 9 rolls here, and then the 10th is a guaranteed Wheatie. When did she send that text anyways? I don't know. I wiped it out. So or I erased it um like 10 minutes ago. Okay. Got another Wheatie obverse side. It is a 1941. However, the one is very, very worn. Strange. Very strange. The back, it's yeah, I don't know why that one was just very worn. I've got to keep that one. Yeah, this guy separate to put in a flip afterwards, or probably when I get home. Because 4 is already pushing it. I could stop here. That's not going to happen. That's just simply not going to happen. It's 1:50 p.m. currently. I mean, how many Wheaties have I gotten? Where did I put the other one? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Oh, don't tell me. No, I put it off to the side. Okay, cool. Gotten 8 weeks so far, which is what I called good back in the day. So I'm happy with that. And then there's a 9. Double digits, of course, would be awesome, but what can you do? Got 6 rolls to get 1 wheat. Well, there's 1 wheat there to get a second wheat, of which one is guaranteed. Oh, there it is. Is that 40S? Yeah, that's one of the rarer 40s, although 40s and 50s are really easy in comparison. I've gotten all the 40s and 50s CRHing. I could probably do it several times with the collection I've got. Um, Really cool to get a San Francisco Mint. I'm curious if that is the lowest of. No, D's actually lower. So S is 112,940,000. White paint or something, I guess. Um, 81 million D 40s. 85 million 42S. 81 million 48S. 64 million 49S. 71 million 54P. 44 million 55S. Okay. Didn't know if the 40s and 50s of 55S was the rarest. That's interesting. Oh, another Canadian. Pretty bad shape. 98. It's got white stuff all over it. Pause. Is that the fifth? Fifth Canadian of this box. I'd love to go to Buffalo, New York, and see how many Canadians you'd get in the change there, your change there. So that's 10 wheats guaranteed in this box, which is awesome. I have found the 55S several times. Yes, I have looked. If I found a double die, I would be ecstatic. What would I do with it? I would sell it, and I would. I actually don't know how. I know it's expensive. There's a poor man's double die. I haven't found that either. Um, I'd probably take that money. I would like to pay off debt, but also I'm crazy. I'd like to spend that money on a 1909 SVDB. A Wheatie and a Canadian, same roll. That's crazy. Canadian is a 79, and the Wheatie is reverse side up. So that's the sixth Canadian. Wheatiers are worn. This is a 48 Denver, the 11th Wheatie. Or did I open up? I did. I grabbed. Well, that was the ender. That's why it popped out the way it did. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. I was counting 11 because I had that ender in mind already. So this is actually the 10th. Wait. Yeah. There's 9 out here. The 10th worn, really worn head is over somewhere else on the table. I mean, yeah, the reason I work at this job 40 minutes away, I've got some pretty cool acquaintances and friends there. If need to, I'll leave. I like driving, but if I've got to work closer, that's something I'm not opposed to. Um, all right. I'm not seeing anything for these last two. Nothing. All right. 209s, a penny with cross on it. 6 Canadians and 10 Wheaties is something I'm pretty happy with for that second box. And I'll get to these others. sometime in the future. Thanks for watching.